Hi, Cartoon Cat Girl. Cartoon Cat Girl say, hi, Ashiro was just looking for something to watch. I'm glad I'm the last choice. No, I'm kidding. We're starting in a minute or two. And it's going to be more of the same. I'm still going to be working on baby carrots. I'm not sick of it yet, so... At this point, it's really just inking and quote-unquote coloring. I'll explain more in a bit. Hi, Coco. Okay, now I'm supposed to be here. We got sound? Yeah, okay. I mean, nobody commented on me being silent, so I was assuming that my microphone was not muted. We got the rules. So, first of all, introductions. Hello, my name is Shiro, and this is your first time here. I'm a comic artist, and what I usually do on this specific stream, I work on a comic. It used to be that I work on Bootleg Cookie, but after 10 years, I am trying to make physical versions of the comic, work on other comics, stuff like that. So today I will be working still on a fan comic, a crossover between Welcome Home and Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, that I call Welcome Home Nephew, and this episode is about baby carrots. Elephant in the room. I am wearing a hair thingy because my hair is too long, it curves over here, and it's sticking right in my eyeball, and I don't like that. Eventually we'll have to bite the bullet and shave my head because sensations that I do not like. But in the meantime, little polka dot head thingy to hold my hair back. I mean, I could have wore a bandana. I like bandanas, but I'm pretty sure I would have felt pretty hot after a while. Also, the letter compound was fully funded yesterday after the color challenge stream, so I will be able to repair this arm on my chair. Thank you so much to supporters. New goal right now is a pair of chains to hold up all my collectible plushies. At least the small ones. It's about like 16 Luigis, 1 Sailor Jupiter, 1 angry video game nerd. I may have a problem. Like, I'm looking over here, I got a regular Luigi, I've got a, I want to say Wind Waker Link, Cat Luigi, Grail, that I've been wanting for a while for my collection. Luigi's Mansion Luigi, but the scared pose, that's been a piece that I've been wanting for a while for my collection. I'm gonna go get him because he's precious. And we're gonna take advantage that this screen does not have the green screen setting going on, unlike my little character. Yeah, unlike my little status screen in the corner. Because green screens and Luigi's don't go too well. I've had him for a while, so... Like, my latest grail was a movie Luigi, and I got that late last year. Look at him. He is precious. Now, I don't know how much lag you guys are getting. I'm getting a little bit of lag on my camera. Hopefully this will not translate to when we start drawing. Like, literally my mouse was lagging this morning. I had to reboot the computer to get it to go normal. My computer is starting to break down, and that's one of the many reasons I have like permanent anxiety at the moment. But yeah, here you go. With the little poltergeist that has barely more details than, than the one I made for my cosplay at one time. And of course, that face. That face was very important. All my other Luigis have like the face. So this was very important. I'll put you back correctly later. And we are going to move this screen up here. Streamlabs is currently, well, not Streamlabs, Restream is currently acting like I have nobody watching, so... Like, sometimes the watcher count works, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know what to tell you guys. But right now... Not you, not you. Oh, you. For half a second, I forgot what I called. Going to take off a layer if Twitch and YouTube employees are watching and or listening through the AI. I have another layer under this layer. I'm just a little hot. Oh my god, I just found like half my lunch in my cheek over here. Oh, this is going to be fun. So, it looks like I'm frozen on YouTube. Alright, I fixed that. I accidentally paused myself. I'm an idiot. So my Streamlabs chats is broken, and my Restream chat is broken. So... By the way, hi Bono and hi Ronald. Always happy to see you guys. So, looks like what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to keep YouTube up. I'm going to see about Twitch. Like, the chat was working and now it's not working at all for some reason. I'm going to quit Restream chat. I'm gonna make sure the sound is cut on both channels. Alright guys, try typing something. I want to see if you guys are talking again. And for those of you that have top fans enabled on your YouTube, Apparently, Cartoon Cat Girl is #1 top fan. Bono is #2, so yay! My ego is very happy with that. And nope. I can see how many people are watching me, but like Cartoon Cat Girl literally typed something. See, I worked on Twitch, but I'm not getting anything. So I'm going to have to toggle between the channels' chats. Can I pop out the chat? I can pop out the YouTube chat. And what happens if I close the tab? And Cartoon Cat Girl says Luigi #1. So the popped out YouTube chat is working, but I'll still have to have the Twitch tab up. It's not a Shiro stream if something doesn't go wrong. Shiro, why don't you test your stuff before you start streaming? I test my stuff! That's the worst part! That's the most frustrating part of all! So Restream just died on me for the chat, but you guys still have access to me, so we're gonna do that, quote unquote, for now. And actually get started. So I have access to what you guys have to say. It's just more convoluted than usual. So don't worry about that. Talk like you normally talk. Oh, I forgot to put myself AFK too. Okay, now I'm starting for realsies. And I agree, Luigi #1. So yesterday we had the color challenge, and the Home Alone pose. The Home Alone without Mario pose, that's what he was doing. And 2 of the 4 cards are already sold, because I am not kidding when I say first come, first served. I'm always looking up, see if you guys have something to say, so... So chat is broken again in a really weird way. While we were starting the, and I don't see any messages from Coco on Facebook, so I have to assume that you guys are just busy. I did have to have a chat about the amount of requests per person, because there's some people, you understand why there's instructions on the shampoo bottles, know what I mean? Just playing a bit before heading over to my mom's. I'm just farming around with a pattern maker. Alright, chat is working. That's all I wanted to know. Well, not here, but you guys are not blocked from commenting, so that's what I wanted to know. Farming. Is it an actual pattern maker, or is it one of those AI ones that you scan a piece of clothing and it gives you a pattern? Because considering what AI pattern makers are doing to crochet, I don't think we're there yet, if you know what I mean. I have the link to the Twilight Princess Indie if you still want to check that out after the stream's over. Well, I mean, if there's a video, I might watch it, but it's pretty much like when people try to recommend me series. I probably don't have the time. Like, literally, Welcome Home Nephew is a passion project, and 2 hours out of the week is the only time I can dedicate to it. You know, you keep saying that you're playing certain games like it's recently you were playing Suikoden 2. Yeah, and I would like to have that little bit of leisure to myself by myself. Animal Crossing pattern. Hope it's a prior. To those who are familiar with Suikoden 2, yesterday, while trying to recruit Muku Muku, I recruited Muku Muku, 3 other of the flying squirrels. I recruited Moku Moku this morning. Stallion, The other dog that looks like Gone, whose name escapes me right now because it's long. About 6 humans. All that trying to recruit one flying squirrel. Still present. Super. Like, I'm literally only worried about if you guys can communicate and I sound like please don't leave me alone. Like, I literally talked yesterday about how I'm so used to being alone. And when the pandemic hit, I was like, yes, years of academy training finally coming. I could use chicken scratch, but I think I'd rather just hand letter this. Is his name Rocky? Is whose name Rocky? Oh, the squirrel, the flying squirrel, dumbass. Me, the dumbass me. No, it's Muku Muku. And then after that I had to recruit, well, I didn't have to because only Muku Muku is a star of destiny. The other 4 is like just for looks. But I mean, flying squirrels with capes. So I had to get Muku Muku, then it was Maku Maku, Meku Meku, Miku Miku, and Moku Moku. I'm not kidding. You can look it up. The developer in question... YouTube at Lovely Gumdrop. Granted, his project is even in the alpha stage, so it is going to be a while. Oh, that kind of makes me think of that guy whose name escapes me right now because I can't remember names of work. Shit, I can't remember all the names of flying squirrels, but real people. Who's doing a dehydrated Wind Waker project. And people think he's doing a game. He's not doing a game. He's merely doing a map of Hyrule without the Great Sea. Of what's probably underneath the water. And I probably don't remember his name because... it's been a while since he last updated. Don't worry, I'm also prone to forgetting things. Ugh. Isn't it fun being neurodivergent? You forget things that are supposed to be important. Oops, wrong inking. I'm supposed to be using... there we go. More pencil-like. This pencil is called Greasy Tilter, and honestly it does feel greasy, but like good greasy. Like a greasy crayon, an oil crayon. Sure, I thought you hated oil crayons. I do. It doesn't change the fact that they do feel nice. I am terrible at making actual art with them, but they do feel nice. Didn't know they made those oil crayons. I threw away mine because they were from Zellers, so they were old and they stank to high heavens. I need to change my my kneaded eraser because of that, because it is also starting to stink. I believe it's from picking up the oil from my hands. So I can send, like you guys notice my bot just kicked in, so I can send messages with my Restream chat, but I can't get them, so the problem is not on my end. Though it's possible that it's Streamlabs that decided to fuck around with my Restream link. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. You should consider making bread pudding sometimes. It might be something that you would like. No, thank you. We have bread pudding here, I just don't care about it. I'm not a fan of bread pudding either. Like, I understand being told to try several dishes with seafood, because I see food, I eat it. If it's swim, it's probably going in my mouth, because that's how much I love seafood and fish. Like, I have an addiction, okay? Why does the music suddenly sound like Ierai Kung Fu? I can hear a little bit. And Coco says, I hi. Okay. I have salmon gravlax. What's that word? I have a question. Well, I'm almost scared to repeat it. Salmon what? So if all goes well, the stream is gonna go until 3. Now this is the scene I was looking forward to because my very, very first fan art of Wally Darling from Welcome Home had him smiling with teeth. And he's holding a cup that he's drinking from, and it's a hot liquid. And it says paint water, but I have his fingers over the T of paint, so it looks like pain water. And the steam coming out of his drink is slightly shaped like a skull. And somebody commented that they were more scared of the fact that Wally had teeth. And I'm probably going to get some people that are going to complain that Wally doesn't eat with his mouth, he eats with his eyes. I'm going to try to make his smile, like, really questionable. Like it's gummy, and you can see the individual teeth. And I'm making this line darker, so it kind of looks like he has a bit of a gap between his two front teeth. I'm trying to make his teeth look cosmetic at best. That he normally doesn't have teeth. So he's got like that big cartoon fake teeth thing going on with his head. Because like I said when I started these shorts, the idea is to give a yellow guy a break. But at the same time, I do want to have at least one per short a questionable element. Something that makes the reader go, now wait a minute. Like, just enough, you know? Like, it's part, what the hell is going on? Part, let's give yellow guy a break because he's the one that suffers the most in each episode. Set shut a pattern. Well, let's go look. Eventually. Oh, nice. It's like I said to that guy that started questioning Chemical knowing what a boom shot is from Mario and Rabbids the Kingdom Battle, because as they say, well, it was another it happened in another dimension, they couldn't have seen it. Like, literally started the comment with, actually. So I replied, actually, I don't care. Like, this is issue 10 of a comic where I put a ridiculous amount of Easter eggs. Sometimes from other games completely. And you're going to start discussing what I should and shouldn't do because of dimension hopping? Plus the boom shot wasn't even my idea. It's Gabe's. But at the same time, I'm the one drawing the comic. Unless you pay me to draw a comic? Shut the fuck up. That part I didn't say, but I do repeat quite often. If somebody wants me to draw a certain thing, a certain way, pay me. And Shiro, how about the monthly requests? Did you notice that none of those requests use the actual color of the character? I love how Chemical pets Betsy. Oh yeah, the Puff Puff. Well, Betsy's a cloud. Just petting is not going to do much to her, but a nice good couple of slaps there, she likes that. You gotta slap Betsy like a car. That's what you gotta do. Like, like you gotta hear the metallic bang. There's not gonna be any metallic bang because she's a cloud, but still, you gotta. And of course, with the way I reply to people disrespecting me, a lot of people think, oh, you can't take criticism. Those are not criticism. Criticism would have me, like, try to... It's so cute. Thank you. Try to improve my art in some way. Because there is absolutely 0 point criticizing me about my storytelling, because that is not my story. If you want to criticize the storytelling, you go to Gabe so he can ignore you with a deeper voice. So I can't count what I receive as critique, because when there is actual critique, and I am using the term, like, extremely generally. Issue 10 of Smack is pretty good for the first page of possibly 15-25 page. I do believe it's going to be 25-26 pages. I don't have my Trello. Yes I do. So let me check real quick. I thought my Trello was off, but it is on. 25 pages. There you go. So the people that complained that the beach episode was too beach episode-y, you guys are getting action in this issue. And I don't want to hear, yay, being loud matters. Those scripts have been written years ago, okay? I just got back into drawing after focusing on painting, music, and pixel art. There's a couple of things I want to do again. As far as art goes, I want to use my screen tone more. I want to do some gilding again. Scary baby carroties. Hydration station. Num num. I was wondering if I play music a little bit, just a little bit. I play the ocarina. I play just a teeny tiny little bit of piano. A little bit of saxophone. I have a fiddle. I do not understand a fiddle. I do not understand string instruments. The fiddle was an accident because I told Mom that I found a specific fiddle really pretty because it was a beautiful emerald green color. And she understood that as I want it, and I was just admiring the color out loud. The saxophone, however, I really wanted. I cried, okay? Let me just put it at 15, 20, maybe a little bit too thick. My grandma gave me a ukulele and all I got from it were sore fingers. Oh man, we have like 3 accordions in the house, but they went through a fire, so they all have a different problem. I tried playing the blue one once. I have a book. I have books to teach me to play these instruments. We have a lot of instruments in the house. But like there's a note that is completely missing, the key is loose, there's another key somewhere else that is just sticking, and because of course they used to belong to my grandfather, my dad's dad, and the house went through a fire. That one was an accident. The other grandma's house that caught on fire, we have our doubts. Ahem. Je dis ça, je dis rien. Hein? Cartoon Cat Girl, you explain why I never played guitar. My mom has 6. Most of them are acoustic. She has an electric one. She has an electric bass. She was super into it, but she is also the source of my ADHD. So after a while, she completely abandoned everything. She still keeps the guitar. She doesn't play any of them anymore. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to line the sleeves. Howdy Pillars shirt. Me, I just don't understand guitar. Like, you're supposed to do all those notes with so little strings. It makes me very, very confused. Plus, I'm left-handed, so yay! I got everything going for me, is what I'm saying. So I recently learned about a print-on-demand service that does acrylic keychains, and I'm thinking of signing up for it. So I'm able to offer more cool stuff to you guys, and because it's print on demand, they're the ones that's shipping them. So my American fans would actually have access to some of my stuff. Because, well, right now, yeah. And I was thinking, if they allow fan art, would you guys be interested in some keychains of Koopa Pete? That would be Bowser as he appears in his dancing outfits from the beach episode. Like, I already have a design for actual Koopa Pete with the blue shirt and the black hat with the pom-poms. Would that sound like something that you guys would want? I would. Well, we got one vote. I believe I've got some... There it is. I have a trembling brush. the point is to make the comic in black and white, and then eventually, like, shade it in all black, but with a pencil texture, so that then I can overlay some colors on top so we can get a colored pencil look. Another thing I need to get done, and it's one of those times where I wish I was rich to hire an assistant to do it for me. Is to format the archive of Bootleg Cookie to put it on Global Comics. So I can have some sort of monetization. And then be able to make physical copies on Amazon. Do I have a crunch sound effect? Or at least a crack? Pretty sure I have a crack somewhere. What's touchy with using the circular text tool is that then if I want to do some edits after, I have to lock that layer, or else the program thinks I want to edit the circular tool some more. Whoa! That is not scattered. On se calme. Anybody else hoping that they're going to do more with the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared cast? Because technically we got, what, in total, 12 episodes? Six of the original YouTube episodes, and then 6 of the British television version. That basically told a different story altogether. And here we have, like, extremely smug Wally. Because I want people to question themselves. And, like, I have this thing where nobody, like, listens to what I say. So I know every time that I write in response to people thinking that Wally is going to do something to Yellow Guy, I respond as Wally, and I always say that I will never do anything to hurt Yellow Guy. And it's true. But much like that cursed seer in Greek and mythology, nobody fucking believes what I say. What movie is the coolest or worst you've ever seen in your life? Coolest would be Army of Darkness. Worst... I'm trying to think of a movie that I didn't bother finishing. But that would imply that I would start a movie. None of those answers are secret answers to the security questions on different sites, so I don't mind saying them. But it does sound like security questions. So anybody trying to hack into my bank account, you're gonna be terribly disappointed. Like, do you think I stream and I have a Throne link and Ko-fi and Patreon links over the screen because I'm rich? Ah! And that's the thing, I don't really trust my own taste in worse. A wild bell has appeared to use purring is super effective. Hi, Belle! Because I do have pretty bad taste. Like, I genuinely, non-ironically like playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. But I also agree that it's a shit game. At the same time, I absolutely hate Tecmo's Secret of the Stars. It's unplayable, it's badly written, and you can't make me believe that it was better in Japanese, in the original Japanese, because it does... It's not an excuse for the graphics, it's not an excuse for the gameplay, it's not an excuse for the decisions made with that game. That game is terrible, okay? At least Mystic Quest has good music. Notice I said good music, singular. Not because it's the correct grammar, because it has like one tune, and just like Super Mario World, it recycles it through the entire game. But they did a really good job with the remixes. Belle uses Crescent Curl, it's super effective. Aww, you're babysitting your croissant. And I'm being nice pronouncing it in English. Because you know that joke croissant? That's actually how it's pronounced in French. Well, we push the R a little bit more, croissant. So when you hear croissant, yeah, that's it. We don't usually sing-song it, but then again, there's a lot of things I do that are unusual. But when I say it, it's cute. When Wednesday says it, it's dark and epic, and I am neither of those things, so... Which I believe it was the original Lydia Dietz that said it first, though. I myself am weird and unusual. At the ripe old age of 12. I'm pretty sure she was meant to be, like, 15 in that movie. I'm still thinking about the worst movie I've ever seen. The way Carl Wheezer says it's... Oh my god, Carl Wheezer. I don't think I can... Like, I can do words, but I don't think I can do a full sentence in his voice. I'm not there yet. Well, I'm not a voice actor, so... There's some stuff I'm decent at, even if it's not within, like, my range. I can do a little bit of Luigi calling Mario from the first Luigi's Mansion. There's like 15 Marios and I can do them. Mario! Mario? Mario! Mario! That's when he's had enough. Like, I know the quality of my impressions, so if I get a copyright claim for my Luigis, when I'm done laughing, I'm gonna contest them. I can do a little bit of Goofy. Little bit of Goofy. Like, I'm not a voice actor, so I can't really have the characters do, like, entire skits. I can just repeat. I'm pretty much a parrot. Gosh. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. And, of course, the famous wah! Hoo, 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 splash. You know the head shape of yellow guy here? It reminds me of the caterpillar in Mario. You know, between the pilot, quote-unquote, and the other episodes, I wonder what made them decide to go from a little tuft of hair on top of Yellow Guy's head to a full mullet. Those are the kind of questions that keep me up at night. Save, and the last page. And a pail and a sip. Oh, but it's been forever since I watched Jimmy Neutron. I don't think I could do comedies. Like, I literally can't do Mickey Mouse, and he's more in my range. I can giggle. That's it. So if anybody needs sounds, I can do the sounds. I can't do the entire lines, but I can do sounds. So if anybody is doing an animation of Mickey Mouse and Goofy having a giggling fit at each other, I can do that. And they're laughing at Luigi calling Mario. I can do that. Heating pad. I had to give up gaming. Shrimping was becoming painful. Oh, that's... I will say that's why I got a gaming recliner. Cheap-ass chair. Fantastic for my back because I'm playing like this. And that's why I like playing on my big screen instead of all my other places where I can game. Because I'm playing like, Like they said, I got it on Wayfair, and they said on Wayfair that the chair was worth $500, and I got it for $200 because it was a Christmas special. And that chair that I got is not worth $500. Even, like, you're paying for the motor because there's a little massage cushion in the back. And I don't use a massage cushion. But it's nice that it's there. Because when I got pain in the back, it's usually, like, up in the shoulders. And that cushion is, like, way down on my ass. I can't feel anything. It's just ass. But it does work for the purpose that I bought it for. Gaming. Like, it's doing the important bit that I bought it for. It is worth $200. I would not say it's worth $500. Because it's cheap, like you can feel like it's made out of particle board inside. At the same time, I've had it for a couple of years. It is super solid. It didn't start cracking like this one arm on this chair. I bought my office chair and my recliner at the same time. They're the same age. Of course, I'm not trying to shame anybody with the way they game. I'm just saying I'm old. I need... Oh, chat is working again. I just noticed that because I was seeing the restream bot on Twitch. I barely game sometimes, but I do like to play. Oh, I love playing. Right now, I'm working on Suikoden 2. Once I'm done that, if I have some spare money, I do have some Nintendo eShop cards on my throne. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I would like to get Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. It's out now. I do have it on Steam and I did start it, but I've said this before and I will annoy you with that again. I do not like gaming on my Mac. I consider my Mac my workspace. And this chair is plenty comfortable. Like everything I own has the word ergonomic in it. I just prefer to game in my living room with my little snacks and stuff like that. And here it's pretty cramped because of all the work stuff. And for those who have actually watched, don't hug me, I'm scared and worried that I will bloat Yellow Guy like he got bloated in episode 5, I believe, of the original. No, I'm not. He's just going to enjoy his carrots. This is his first time actually having carrots, so I'm going to let him enjoy it. He is literally not eating one of his friends right now, so I'll leave him with this. This little joy left in his life. Said it before, I'll say it again, this is supposed to be his summer vacation. I am giving him a goddamn break. With his favorite uncle. Speaking of Suikoden, I would like to thank you guys again for helping me get in that one. Like, I enjoyed Suikoden 1 so much, and I had never played Suikoden 2, like, past the intro. Now that I get to play Suikoden 2, I'm enjoying it. There is some stuff in it that I don't like as much as in Suikoden 1. Like, my castle in this game is a lot more confusing, because my castle in Suikoden 1 is like just a tower, and it only has the people you recruit. It only has the people you recruit. In Suikoden 2, it's a more traditional castle, and they decided that instead of going from room to room to room to room, you have several little corridors to go through before you get to certain rooms. And it's full of NPCs. Like, who are you people? So if I'm looking for a specific playable character that I want to talk to outside of battle or having them on my team, it's a fucking chore. Like, I recruited all 5 flying squirrels, no idea where they are. I recruited Tika, no idea where she is. And sometimes your NPCs will move out of the room they are. Your NPCs, your PCs, I should say, will move from the room they usually are in. Hilda will not move. Hilda takes care of the inn, so she's always behind her counter. That's fine. It's the ones that don't really have jobs in the castle that sometimes you won't find them where you usually find them, and then you have to... So we're done with the inking. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now I'm just gonna fill in the darker colors with this hatching brush, this pencil hatching brush. And then later on we'll see if my coloring idea works. I mean, we still got half an hour, so might as well. Because the first two, like, really had only purely black and white, so at least here we have a little differences, and then eventually I could do a colored version. But at least now we got some quote-unquote colors. So like that, I got something going on that I can post eventually, and then down the line, I'll be able to color it. I feel the difference between Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared and Welcome Home is that they introduce horror elements in a more psychological way than the current trend of as soon as a character goes into public domain, like people are foaming at the mouth just waiting to do cheap money grab horror movies with them. Right now they're working on 2 Betty Boops. They made 3 Popeyes. Like, dude! At this point it's all the same movie. Beloved character that fell into the public domain is now a serial killer slash slasher, and they're either just insane or insane and mutated. And they're out for revenge, of course. They're always out for revenge. Now, I remember from Dark Horse. I'm pretty sure it was Dark Horse. Before... I'm so sick of that trend, right? Before... years before Popeye fell into the public domain. That was fairly recent. Last year, in fact, I believe. And they also made a horror version of Popeye. But there was actually plot to it. But of course, because he was not in the public domain, they had to change names and not mention who he was. But it was pretty clear who it was. Like, they started the comic, like, with fishermen, and then they get horribly killed by this undead Popeye. Like, it takes a while before we actually see Popeye's face. But the reason he's killing the fisherman is because he has finally been killed by the Sea Hag, which is another Popeye character, long ago, and she zombified him. He is now a slave to her. And of course, her whole shtick was to sink sailors. So now the one sailor that always eluded her is finally under her control, and she forced his corpse to kill other sailors for her. And I find that more interesting because it's something that could happen. This is why Popeye fights the Sea Hag, you know? And the story ended with the only words that undead Popeye can say, and it's a sad, forlorn, I am what I am. Like, literally, one of the 3 Popeye movies happens because some kids visit an abandoned spinach factory by the bay. By the water. That's it. Like, I agree Popeye is known for eating spinach, but he never worked for a spinach factory. Can you imagine? I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. I'm strong to the finish 'cause I eat me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Rub, rub, rub. I got a couple of them. I got a couple of Fleischer ones. I have some very badly bootleg French translated ones where everything is brown. And I have a DVD collection where it's not much better. There's a Fleischer channel on YouTube that does actual restorations, and the colors are so nice and clear and vibrant. And my ports, quote-unquote, are so brown. Like, there's some that they restored that I own that I'm practically shocked. Like, oh my god, that's what it's supposed to look like? You eat them out of business. And Ronald says, I remember Sea Hag. Exactly, you would eat them out of business. And like I said, now they're making 2 with Betty Boop. And like us, we know that the Betty Boop that went into public domain is the Bulldog. And of course, they're not going to use the Bulldog version. So they're not going to call her Betty Boop. One of the movies, I know the title is just going to be Boop. But speaking of rights, Roger Rabbit, the rights that Disney had, the movie rights and stuff like that, they were reverted to the creator. And apparently he's planning something with that, so that's nice. Finally, something good to come out of Disney. Because we all know Steamboat Willie. Oh my god, the minute. No. That's what kickstarted the trend. Steamboat Willie. I think they made either 2 or 3 movies out of that, and in one of them, Steamboat Willie is like this giant Jason Voorhees with a Steamboat Willie mask, and another one, Steamboat Willie, is literally the size of a mouse, but he still manages to kill teenagers, because teenagers are the weakest possible thing in a horror movie. Oh, I'm desperately trying to remember the title of this movie. Where one of the teenagers was well frickin' aware of how fragile he was. But it was a movie where this one girl got possessed and she invited all her friends in a haunted, I want to say mansion, but she was possessed by a devil, not necessarily the devil, but a devil, and she was planning on killing all her friends, and there was one black guy with the final girl, and he tried so hard to escape, and he said, "I don't want to die," and it was not necessarily a parody movie, it was a bit of a comedy. And I'm gonna spoil it, he did not die. But he had the good sense of trying to run away. Like, I say it's not a parody because I don't think at any point he said, "I'm black, I'm gonna die." No, he was just, like, very rightfully afraid. And he ended up surviving. And good for him. More of that. Also, isn't there a 6th scary movie coming out? And they got the Wayans brothers back. It's something I've seen like a long while ago, so I don't quite remember. I know I enjoyed the first and second one. The third one, like, I kind of tapered off after watching the third one because, yay, Leslie Nielsen! I love Leslie Nielsen. There's a reason why one of my model mannequins is called Leslie. Okay, I love Leslie Nielsen. However, I wouldn't call it a scary movie because they put a parody of 8 Miles in it. That's not horror. It's just some white kid. But then again, the Wayans brothers didn't work on that one. Oh, wait. I did on the black layer instead of the flat layer? Whoops. Okay. Yeah, but it'll be AI. Ah. Show of hands. Okay, you use the little hand emoji if you have it. Who else is fucking sick of AI? Yeah, but AI is much better. It's so pretty. It's so nice and clear and polished. And in that argument, I always ignore the environmental problems on purpose. Because if they're not listening to me anyway, might as well try and stay concise. See? 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 Like, I can't tell who drew what because it all looks the same. It's either corporate Ghibli, and usually corporate Ghibli is the one that is like piss yellow. And I don't know if they think that's a style because we can tell the frickin' Hypal, we can tell the frickin' difference between sepia and piss yellow, okay? And it all looks the same, like, even when I draw in, like, Toriyama style, of Takeuchi style, or Amano style, you can still tell it's off because it's me. Not it's off because that hand has 7 fingers, or the hair is melting into the clothes. It's off because it's my hand. So it has a charm to it, and I always make sure that that people know that it's me that drew something, because I'm afraid I have to go left the stream. Have fun whatever you're gonna go do, Cartoon Cat Girl. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Whatever you miss, there's always an archive on YouTube, so. But like, I'm leaving in like 15 minutes, so you're not gonna miss much. Have a nice day. But like, even when the AI looks good, you know, even when the AI, before you notice all the, what the fuck is going on here, you can tell that there was no thinking behind the eyes. So you don't know who did it. Because people are like, oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. And I'm like, nobody did this. You know, you got that feeling? You got that feeling that there's emptiness? Like, I don't know if you have to be an artist to see that, because clearly people on Facebook that are not artists, they don't see shit. like one of the two bars that we have in town, recently redid their logo, and they clearly use whichever AI that is stuck with the yellow piss filter for corporate Ghibli. And I didn't go to bars before. If you can't afford one of the two designers that are in town, in fact, one of the designers are down the street from ya, I do not trust the quality of your drinks. Plus, they literally just completely rebuilt the entrance to the bar. And because they're full of good decision, it is still not accessible to handicapped people in wheelchairs. People watching the stream have no idea what I'm talking about. If I had somebody local actually watching my stream, they would probably be like, I know exactly who you're talking about. I mean, we got two bars, that's not hard. You know what would seriously piss me off, though? That would really, really drive me absolutely bonkers? If I find out that the bar ordered their logo from one of the two professional designers in town. Bonus points if it's the one I had to deal with. Oh my god, I think I would lose my fucking mind, people. They would be fire in the streets. I think if I ever advertise my services to make logos, I think my tagline would be, "No piss filter!" Guaranteed personality! You want something that looks like something? Oui, papa, come and see me. And the ones that we do know, like, I never know the name of the person that put in the prompts for a certain image. Because it's always, I asked ChatGPT, I asked Stable Diffusion, I asked DALL-E, if anybody still uses DALL-E anymore. Then I'm like, well, then who are you? I never know. I never know. So how can you say that you did this when I don't know your name, but I know which AI you used? When people talk to me about my art, yes, the first thing they ask is what software I use. But when they talk about my art, they go, this is Shiro's art. They don't go, this is Clip Studio's art. You know? So usually the ones that, like, there's literally two groups of people that use AI. It's the groups that say, I asked I asked this model to do this, and I asked that model to do this. And they're the ones that just don't say they use AI and pretend they drew it themselves. Like, it's two complete opposites. Scammers either way, but it's two complete opposites of scammers. Like, there's one I'm dying to talk about, but I can't. Because that person of indeterminate gender is a complete jackass. And I can't use any more details than this. Or else they're going to get on my ass. But they pretend that they can draw, and there's incredibly obvious mistakes in the anatomy. But like the art is too polished for this kind of mistake. You know the type. You know the type. But I can't say more than this or else I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh my god, it's a goddamn nightmare. Like literally any more than this and it would outright point out who it is, so I have to keep quiet. That person is in the column of people that use AI but say they drew something themselves. But it's like so goddamn obvious. Oh man, there's something I wanted to do and I completely forgot. I wanted to to give Howdy his little cheekies. But this brush is giving me a bit of trouble, so we'll see later, because right now I do believe we are done for today. It is almost 3. And we ended on page 7. I think that's pretty good. We inked everything, and we would only have 6 pages left to color. We should stream on Patreon instead so we can speak more freely. I should, but it's apparently hard on my hardware to stream on Patreon. That's why I started, but then I stopped. But yeah, I should try to do at least 1 stream on Patreon a week. Anyway, Paul, I got you on Slack, so if you want to talk about that certain person, so you know to avoid them, hit me up. So anyway, time to read extra fast because we're going to give extra they're already fucked up. So I'm gonna start over. Extra special caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkle, chocolate syrup, thanks to our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, everywhere else. Amber B, Paul K, Miss Innovis, Bad at Multiplayers, Matthew H, Bloss6, Laura S, Jeff B, Artsy Tanook, and our part-time supporters, Super Dude at 808 and Rocket Mouse. Your continued or part-time support is always appreciated. Next live stream, I need a date. I need an exact date. It's going to be, of course, next Sunday, February 15th, right after Valentine's Day. So if you guys want to send me some Valentines, do it now! No, you only got a week. Because you love me. And it's going to be more of the same. So I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. A lot of fun drawing. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. And bye-bye.